welcome back everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. Where we last left off, we been exploring floor 18, floor 18, and accidentally somehow made progress. Anyway, we've got most of this place covered. I'm still using Aya. Aya is a freaking ninja. She kills golems for breakfast or something. I don't know, and bubblegum. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. We'll pick this path next. Also, Aya has a lot of SP, which is great. It means I can use her a lot. And she also recovers very quickly if I put her into the back row, since she goes first all the time. Despite the fact I haven't been leveling up any of her skills. Since, like, I don't know, part 20 of this series. I think we're at, like, part 50 now on this series. I don't remember. I've only uploaded up to around the 30s. So yeah, I got a bit of a backlog. So I guess I'll say it now. If you guys give any advice in previous videos, I'm probably not going to hear it in time. Of course, by the time I say this, I'll probably have this entire, you know, main story finished by the time this video comes up. Alright, led us to a little area here. Isn't that nice? Look at that. And it looks like it's going to be another hub. And another treasure box. 30,000 skill points. Nice. That's like a, hey, he made it. I have 30,000 skill points. Okay, yep, very similar to the last one. There is this little path we haven't taken here yet, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'll worry about that once I hit another dead end. And, just taking a look at our stats right now. Let's go ahead and put Yomu in and Suwaku in. Use up their SP a bit. Let Aya recover. Okay. Guji-sama. There we go. And God Slash. I call it Wind God Slash, or it's actually God Slash a karmic wind or something. But Wind God Slash works for me. Or God Slash. This sounds like a dead end. It is a dead end, yep. So I can't get back to here. I have to follow this path here and well, in either case it leads to a dead end. So, alright, let me go ahead and cut it off from here, and when we come back, I will be going down this path here, just to get it done with, and then after that, we'll just have this new hub to go through. So, be right back, guys. And we're back. Running out of TP right now, but that's alright. I mean stamina points, not, you know, that type of TP. Let's see. And, yep, it leads us back to another dead end. Figured as much, I might as well show it off. Okay, kill these guys off. Yeah, it's gonna lead to right here, and if I loop around... Okay, it's not too bad. I mean, at least get me close to the teleporter. It's still quite a trek back, though, so... I'm just taking a look at my stamina right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to head back and heal. Yep, not much I can do about it. Alright, so all we got left now is this hub with 3 paths. More than likely, one of these paths is gonna lead to a room with a treasure in it, and then one's going to be a dead end, and one's going to lead to progress. So, when we come back, I'll be back at this hub. So, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, welcome back, everyone. Been having a little bit of frame rate issues for some reason, but, alright, I think I got it fixed. We're back here. I had to, head back to Gensokyo to heal up, and that is kind of annoying. Heading back to Gensokyo means I start from here, and I have to backtrack all the way to here, so it's a little troublesome, but whatever. Not too bad. Alright, let's take this path. Okay. Looks like we hit another one of those 3x3 rooms. Take out these guys. Aya is still a freaking ninja. gonna be a pity when I actually have to get rid of her. It's actually really good to have a fast character, but it's definitely not required. I mean, technically my fast character could be Amelia at this point. And sorry about the MSN. Alright. Got a path there, and path there. And we're back to start. Awesome. Alright. When we come back, I will be, heck, I'll just check out this path. Might as well. So, be right back, guys. Alright. Let's do this again. I'm gonna try out this path over here. See where this leads us. Oh. Looks like it's a dead end. No surprise there. Alright. Thankfully, the teleporter's very close by, so I can try out this last path, which may or may not have a room here that might have a treasure in it. So, once again, I apologize for the shortcuts, but it's better than you guys seeing me backtrack over and over again. So, be right back, guys. And welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and try this final path. Oh, dead end. Alright. So there we go. All we have left now is this little area here. It's going to take a little bit of backtracking to get back there, so I apologize. And I apologize for apologizing so much. There we go. And, I guess that's it. So, be right back, guys. And welcome back, everyone. We got 2 paths left. Let's see how this goes. Yay! I know how to pick them. Alright, so we got 1 path left. Unfortunately, I am practically out of stamina on most of my characters. So, when we come back, I will be at this path again, and I'll be at probably mostly full strength. Which will probably be good, because we're just about done here. I mean, there's not much more to reveal. I do know there's probably a path here, at least at the beginning. That's probably going to be, that we're going to run through a bunch of times, and I'm probably sure there's a path here. So, other than that, well, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright, welcome back, everyone. 1 path left. Let's see where it leads us. Well, we obviously know this one's going to be a dead end. Thankfully we don't have to take it, since we already explored enough to show that off. Got Ayad the Ninja. Actually, on the way here, I use Yomu and Sawaku to kind of lead the way. I actually got really lucky on my encounters, and got a lot of encounters that involve one of those pita grains, and I would just I would paralyze it and just restore all my SP. And since Yomu gets, if you have Yomu in the front row and you use focus, she recovers like 96 SP every time she focus, so it's pretty good. It's gotten all maze-like here, pretty weird. Okay. Rather weird, okay. It's trying to confuse me, obviously. Legion. Getting some work out of Yugi, simply as a... really, if I was smart, I would put her in the front row so I don't get double slashed. I did increase Mei Ling's defenses to level 50. I'm now working on her HP. Make her as good a tank as possible. And so far she hasn't disappointed. So let's... Nah, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Alice can be there. Alright, so yes, we got everything covered here. So we got 2 paths to choose from. I'm pretty sure the down path will lead to the wrong area. So let's take it. Yep. Leads to right here. It's not too big of a deal though. Oh yeah, I haven't really said what my level is. it's kind of different for everyone. So, like, some of my characters are actually still around the 90s due to the fact they level slower. But since we base everything off of Reimu for boss battles and stuff, I'm 106 right now. I'm almost to the point where I can actually fight a Blood Seal boss. Supposedly. Whoa, what do we have here? Treasure box. Open it. Longsword Ringle. Awesome. This is one of the high-end items. There it is. Longsword Ringle. And I forgot to equip the Grand Grimoire still. Anyway, Longsword Ringle. Plus 68% attack, plus 88% speed, plus 128 cold affinity. There we go. And plus 24 para resist. This is an awesome item. Because that means I can go to, I don't know. Who's still using, like, paralyze rings? I can give it to her. Just seeing my choices right now. So, yeah. Don't really need it here. Nope, not you. I can give it to Yugi. That I can definitely give it to Yugi. And it'll make her faster and stronger and all that. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to give it to Yugi, simply because Yugi has a little bit more options for attacks compared to Komachi. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and give her the Ringle. This will lower her hit points a little bit, but increase her attack by a lot, her speed by a nice amount, and yeah, she's going to be good to go. And I can replace this black onyx with anything I want. Give her debuff resist, sunglasses, another blue saber maybe. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and give her another blue saber. I don't think there's anything else I can really give her. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. We got ourselves a nice buffed up Yugi now. Sporting, you know, over 13,000 attack power. So yeah, it wasn't exactly a dead end. This path here will lead to a teleporter. So, just gotta remember to take this route so you can get this item. Because it's awesome. You saw the stats. Cannot go wrong with those stats. Oh, I did not want to do that. She's faster than Mei Ling. That caught me off guard. Shooting star. Ow. Paralyzed. Wind souls. More ouch. Okay. Well, let's fix that issue. Alright, I took some damage there, but that's alright. It's not that big of a deal. I need to swap out Aya soon anyway. Okay. So there you go. I'm just taking a look at the map, sorry. We have one path left, and that's that one here. I'll go ahead and cut the camera off here. Luckily the teleporter's nearby, so hopefully it won't take me too long to get back to where I was. It's still a lot of loops and stuff, even from here. So it's a little annoying. But other than that, we're just about done. I said this probably multiple times already, but we are, you know, there's not much to look for now. So, be right back, everyone. Alright, let's continue. We're back on the path that the one path I haven't done here. Also, I realize I say "and welcome back" a lot, apparently, on the majority of my Fraps files. So, oh well, at least I'm consistent. Okay, apparently I can backtrack through here if I really care to. Taking very slow steps. There's probably going to be a checkpoint before the boss, like this one. And there's the boss. We found him. This is Rinnosuke. So, I'm going to go ahead and do some setting up. Actually, let's do it on camera. Back to Tokyo. How we do on levels? Let's do some quick leveling up. And one of my level ups for Mei Ling, I was a little too fast and accidentally gave her a level and attack, but it's not really that big of a deal. Alright. I've been alternating between attack and magic with Suake. I just make sure roll stats are about even. And Kaguya. No, don't want mine. There we go. Skill point wise, let's see, we got some skill points. Oh, we got Mega Link. Alright, sure, 50. Yeah, I'll get you to 50 because we're going to be putting you in the front row. The key thing about Rinnosuke is he's completely immune to status effects and debuffs. So, a lot of our characters' little special abilities are not going to be, so it's all going to be raw damage and buffing. Alright, equipment-wise, I need to do some changes there. Alright, poison and debuff resistance. Rank or more, maybe? Won't be that bad, but just see what else I can get. Cloak of the Bat. I really need to, like, adjust these a bit. What's the speed evasion? There's not really much I can do here. Twilight. I just don't have very good magic items, you know, mag-based items. There's not much I can do about it, though. I kind of like speed, so I'll just leave it. So, you know what? Here, go and have the rank or more. It's gonna lower my poison and stat debuff resistance, but whatever. It's freaking Kaguya. So there you go, 2 Grand Gamores. Alright. Save game. We are floating at level 107, so hopefully that'll be good enough. Alright, another space for 18, and here we are. Alright, let's adjust our party. This is going to be a very big multi-phase fight, so let's get this all set up and ready. Okay, we got our standard tank group. Affinity-wise, there's not really much you can do. You practically need all affinities for this boss, because this boss will use all the elements. Huh, I forgot to give affinities to Swaku. I'll have to fix that later. Alright, so let's step here. So, you've come, Reimu, and Marissa, and Yukari. Indeed, we've come. There's still this incident and an annoying person like you to stop, after all. Oh dear, were you so anxious to not get caught? Oh, surely you jest. It was just more convenient. There's lots of things to do. Yukari, there's still a tiny question I have for you. You found out already? What? Oh, what you say? Perhaps you should be saying who instead. Haha. Ugh. However, I do see you don't feel like answering too. Very well. That's within what I predicted. I'll just force it out of you. It's about time that you all leave as well. Just tell me what you know, then leave the rest of me. If that's all you wanted, you could have said so earlier. It would have saved our time. Beat us twice, shame on us, but hopefully this third time will be the charm. We won't lose this time. You got the jump on me last time, but how about now? Aha, you think I'd lose? Gensoki has chosen me, and showed me its love. I will not fall here. Gensoki has wished for peace under my protection, so that's enough talk for this. You can leave it all to me, and live in eternal peace in my Gensokyo. Yep, okay. So yeah, this is why I call him, you know, it's Fundoshi mode, because he actually just wears nothing but Fundoshi for some odd reason. I don't know why. Anyway, he opened with Ratetsu Fist, which is that piercing attack that does a lot of damage. Right now, he's in his starting phase, which is non-elemental. He has only his standard attacks, which are probably his most deadly, actually. So, let's go ahead and get this started. Get some buffs up. I generally find this first phase the toughest on my last playthrough. It's very difficult to kind of survive these attacks. Alright, we want to get... Well, really we need to get as many people buffed as possible, so let's just get that started. He's also very fast. Unfortunately, his melee attack doesn't do jack squat. Okay, let's do Slash of Eternity. 117,000 damage. Holy cow. Alright. That's definitely a good start. I definitely need to get some healing done. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do that. just don't want to get Ratetsu Fist again. If it happens through melee again, she dies. I don't exactly want that to happen. As I mentioned before, Rinnosuke is completely immune to status effects and debuffs. Wow. Just regular attacks? Is that really what you're gonna do? Knock out in 3 steps? All of his forms have a lot of HP, so you can't exactly blitz him and kill him before he gets to his other phases. But it's kind of like how Moko's set up, where you can just swap out. What'll happen is you'll do enough damage, and then he'll just kill his form and go to another phase. And like adjust his hit points and all that junk. So he's actually multiple bosses together. It's kind of interesting. Spear gun here. Well, we've done over 2, like, Scarlet Gold Sword, ow. Okay, Scarlet Gold Sword is a very high damaging attack, but also the key point, you might have not noticed, but it took away 1 TP. So, that is something you have to keep in mind. Go ahead and heal Iku again. Nope, can't buff it in time. That's alright. Slash of Eternity. This should obviously be enough to get done with first phase, and then we'll go over the details of the next part. We need to get Reimu out here, though. Form shift. Alright. Now his hit points have resetted. Each of his forms have separate hit points. And what the goal is, technically all of his forms have like millions of HP, or over 1 million HP, but if you do enough damage to it, he'll destroy the form and it won't come back. Anyway, based on the color he is, it decides what type of element he is. I believe this one is cold element, so we need to do some more, we're gonna have to do some fire attacks. The way it works is he takes 20% damage from his own element, but takes double from his opposite. So it's all about knowing your elements here. Okay, conquer the barrier. Also, each of his forms adds new attacks, such as, you know, he now will have access to a bunch of cold spells. Just gonna heal you. It's generally good to get to these phases just so he doesn't use his normal attacks usually. So Coffin. Okay, not too bad. Knockout in 3 steps. Fire-based attack. Over 200,000 damage. Let's go ahead and swap you out. Let's get Alice in here. Also, if you take too long in a form, he will automatically switch his form, but it won't destroy it. What will happen is that form's hit points will be reserved, and will gradually recover while it's not being used. Kind of like if I swap someone out. Okay, return to animal this. This is unbuffed. 34,000 damage, not bad. That might have been enough to actually take out that form. So let's go ahead and get some preparations for other elements. Suaku. Form direct destruction. Yep, we just took it out. This is fire form, obviously. Fire form is actually probably the least threatening, simply because if you've been fighting all the previous bosses, you probably are more than ready to deal with fire elemental attacks. Let's go ahead and heal up a bit. It looks like Suaku's going to go first. It's going to be a little annoying, but whatever. Froggy Brace elements. 52,000 damage. It's almost better off to just use the frog eaten by snake, simply because it's just higher ratios. At this point in the game, you probably don't have any good ice attackers yet, because Cirno's not that good, really. So, but whatever. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and swap you out for someone that can actually take a hit. Yeah, let's swap you in. Explosive Flame Sword. Okay, that didn't do much. Spear of Gun here. Looks like that she's dead. I'm doing a lot of this unbuffed, simply because, well, I've been using Iku as switching. It's kind of just a bad situation to be in. Well, it's not really bad, it's just I'm out of sync with my characters right now. Explosive Flame Sword again. Most time, if you're having difficulty in this fight, you use the fire form to rest up and recover. Sorry, my frame rate went wonky. But it looks like I'm going to have an easy time with this fight. There is an attack I'm worried about though, so I'm kind of waiting for it to see if it'll completely rock me or not. It's actually one of his standard attacks, not his elemental attacks. There is one element that does freak me out, and that's nature, but different. I think I'm actually better set up for that now. Yeah, we'll use it on you, why not? Scarlet Gold Sword. Okay, lost a stamina point, but whatever. I'll stick with cold, why not? 100,000 damage. How are you looking? So she's dead. 78,000 damage. Let's get Kagyu in and start getting that buffed up. Form Destruction. This is Spirit Element. Spirit Element is actually something you gotta watch out for. Okay, I thought I crashed, but apparently it didn't, and I was actually letting it run for several minutes, doing nothing. So I'm gonna have to do some edits there. But you didn't miss anything. I just literally paused right here. I was about to cast Colorful Rain on myself, I guess. Because I thought I was casting Healer, I thought it froze. Alright. That's my paranoia for you. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and do Colorful Rain. Might as well. This is Spirit Element, if I hadn't said so already. Don't really have any good elements here. So let's go ahead and swap in. The thing about the Spirit Element, though, is I'm kind of unprepared for it. It actually has death attacks, and that's not good. Focus. Into souls. Ow. Well, that did a number. Okay, Thundercloud Sickleback. It's all you, Rumia. Moonlight Ray. 140,000 damage. And, as I mentioned, Rinnosuke is very fast. I mean, it's almost his turn again. So, do I have any other Mystic Element characters? Yes, I do. I have her. Sealing Slash. This was Silence. But it didn't. Good. Thundercloud Sickleback. Switch in Rumia real quick. Okay. This is Mystic Element, so let's see how this does. 97,000, not bad. Swap you out for, let's see, let's get that set up. Moonlight Ray, this should kill this form. Cloud Sickleback. Some Paralyzer probably, yes it did. That's okay, Healer. Form Destruction. Alright, this is Mystic Element. Should be alright to use her for some blood taps. Cloud Sickleback. I don't remember much about the Mystic Element. I think a lot of debuffs? Yep, a lot of debuffs. Not too bad though. Let's yeah, that's good enough. Let's heal Remelia. And let's see how Scythe of the Dead does. 189,000 damage. Let's get you in. I'm totally out of SP. Dark Hole. Speed down, that's kind of annoying. Alright, Barrage. 201,000 damage. This form is dead. Okay. Demarcation. This is just to heal everyone and remove the debuffs. Get Iku back. Great Hakuri Barrier. Let's do Aya. That attack. Don't really need to do that attack, it's already dead. Form Destruction. Alright, Nature Elements. Let's see, who do I have that uses wind, unfortunately? Oh. That character. Fearless Wind God. 94,000 damage. this is a pretty painful phase if you are not prepared for it. This character knows at this form, he knows Overgrowth, which is a very powerful AoE spell. 56,000. Destruction. Alright, killed it. And now we're at like wind element. So we have a very good contestant for that. Anyone else know any nature? Don't think so. Crooked Frog eaten by snake. 189,000 damage. Swap you out for anyone. Punch. Scarlet Gold Sword. Ow. That's alright. Pull out Sickle back. So yeah, we are over leveled for this fight. We're just slaughtering through these forms. He usually will stay in a form for about 4 actions before swapping. I'm barely giving him 1. Okay, destruction, and we're back to generic form. So let's go ahead and use our biggest attackers. He's gonna pretty much do standard his standard attacks for like in first phase, except he also has a buff that's very, very powerful. So we need to kill him fast. As possible. Alright, this is the attack. Yeah. I'm a lot better prepared. That attack in previous playthroughs just absolutely destroyed me. It did 7,000 damage to Komanchi, but didn't do very much damage to everyone else. It's a composite attack, so if you do buff yourself up with like Reimu and stuff, it's a lot more bearable. I think actually when I fought this boss originally, I didn't have a buffer. So, yeah. So, remember guys, always have buffs. They're helpful. Alright, we'll go ahead and use you, and everyone's pretty much good, so let's just Mountain Breaker. You're out of SP. Looking Frog eaten by snake. And it's over. And we got the Star of Elendil. Nice. Alright, he does have a 25% chance of dropping the Star of Elendil, which we already have 2 of. So that's awesome. We got over 100,000 skill points and over 156,000 experience. Nice. That's probably a level up for everyone. So there you go. That's impossible. Gensokyo chose me. This power Gensokyo gave. Now, answer the question. Did you end up finding those girls? Those girls? Who do you mean? Yukari, you told me to understand my own abilities. Now I understand what you meant. In the end, I and my abilities have their limits. The limits of a person. Is when the person himself decides that he can't go on. I wonder, is your limit really that? I didn't answer the question. Whether I found those girls? Come out. It'll be okay. Mr. Rinnosuke? But you're... Who's this? Oh boy, that gag at a time like this? Really though, I haven't seen her before. Before too. Who are you? Huh. A person the well-traveled Reimu and Marissa don't know? That could be both good and bad. Rinku. Eh? How do you know my name? Of course, Reimu and Marissa wouldn't know who she is. This girl is Rinku Usami. She's from the outside world. The outside world? Then this girl is the human that Yukari brought from the outside. Not quite, though the outside part is correct. Additionally, it seems like these girls weren't brought over by Yukari. What? And these girls, there's more than one human that came from the outside? Yes, there's one more. She's called Marable Han. I just call her Mari, though. Mari has a weird power that lets her see borders. But recently that power grew stronger and stronger. She could manipulate borders as well as see them. I see, she used that power to come to Gensokyo. Yep. But she gets lost easily, so since I can find out where I am easily, I went with her. Also, Mari's power grew so subtly, and it started to feel really dangerous. She didn't seem to be able to control it at times, so I decided I had to go too, just in case. But if you're talking about it in that kind of way, could it be that this incident was created by the power of a single human from the outside world? I don't know, I can't say for sure, but it's very much possible. Rinku, please go on. Yeah, then Mari used her power to go back and forth between the two worlds often, but as we traveled, both the barrier and Mari's condition started to worsen. We decided that it was too dangerous and to stop using her power for a while. But as we tried to go back, Mari, it seemed like she lost control of her power. It felt like the space around Mari was being torn apart. That tear in space suddenly grew bigger in an instant, and it swallowed me up. And then I found her while exploring, took care of her, and heard what she just told you all. That an outside human could have powers better than Gensokyo's residents. Well, that is rather surprising, but there's one more important detail. Yukari, why did you lie? You said you were the culprit, but you were doing damage control all the while. Why lie to that extent? If you didn't say that you were the culprit, it wouldn't have gotten this complicated, though it did cover for me. That's... well, since we know it now, there's no need to make a fuss over it, hey? Marissa, this isn't the time to say things like that. We beat up all of Inte, we beat Yukari and Korin too. Then after we beat them up, it turned out that all of them wanted to bring Gensokyo back to how it was before. And now we know the cause, everyone can help resolve it. Then we can have a happy ending. Isn't that all that matters? Marissa, you're really... honestly, that may well be the best way to think. It's so something Marissa would say, though. Haha. Oh, Rinnosuke, you think it's okay to be so easygoing? Eh? I did say everyone earlier. That includes all the beaten. The golden rule. All those loose to us must join us in our exploration. Yeah, I'm part of the reason why this got so complicated, too. Of course I'd help out. Ah, I see. Well, that's good. What's wrong with you two? Well, basically, since you didn't make a fuss about it at all, it's not as fun as forcing those who don't want to. At this point, I have no idea how I should react. Just ignore those two kidnappers, and it'll be fine. Anyway, Rinku, was it? Where did that Mari girl you mentioned go off to? She should be at the core of the strange space, just ahead. Huh. Looks like the goal is just in front of us. Let us make haste, there's not much time left. If we don't hurry, that girl's power may cause tears in Gensokyo and bring chaos. Although really, I'd like to know more about what your explanation didn't cover. Well, as Marissa said, it may well be best to resolve this incident first, then ask the questions later. Let's hurry, the path may be short, but our time we have left is 2. Rinnosuke has joined the party. So there you go, we got Rinnosuke. We also met another character named Rinku. So apparently Rinku and Maribel somehow got into Gensokyo, and Maribel's powers are causing issues with the borders and everything. I don't really know too much about Maribel or Rinku. The only times I've seen them is in this game and in what's that game called? Oh, Touhou Soccer 2. I did have some idea that Maribel has very similar powers to Yukari. I mean, in Touhou Soccer 2, she tends to have dreams, and when she wakes up, she'll have items in her hand, like she pulled them from another world. So, yeah, I don't know about that. As for Rinku, I don't know her powers, like, as far as lore-wise is. Game-wise, I do know, but that's another story. So let's go ahead and head back to Gensokyo. We've already... actually, let's go ahead and hit this next floor and get the dialogue out of the way. The great labyrinth encouraging martyrs dreaming of paradise. Ugh. Oh boy, a great labyrinth, huh? Hey Rinko, didn't you say that it was just ahead? That was so wrong, jeez. Well, the stairs upward really was just ahead just now, right? If the stairs are nearby, that usually means that we have to explore the lower floor before we can progress. Rand, you seem quite knowledgeable about the structure of dungeons. Lady Yukari, to be praised by you is... that wasn't a compliment. Yeah, you're right. How embarrassing. Oh, don't laugh. Good grief, this matter is concerning the well-being of Gensokyo, yet... you all are... Are you always like this? Yes, always. Jeez, if they hadn't come... Oh-ho, and we lost to that unruly mob too. My. Yeah, I want to cry now. Want a handkerchief? That's enough, Reimu, Marissa, let's hurry onwards. Boo. Boo. Damn it, what's this? This tiresome atmosphere, now it's affecting me too. Oh-ho, everyone in the group will, without fail, become unmotivated and slack a lot. I've not been here long, but it's actually quite pleasant. Damn it, I'll be the serious one in this group. Boo. Boo. So yeah, we got ourselves a new straight man. Alright, so we're on floor 19. This place is pretty big, but, as mentioned... okay, I'll come back here later. The stairs to the next floor, to floor 20, the last floor as far as the main story is concerned, is actually just ahead, I believe. But, for right now, let's go back to Gensokyo. We got some new items to use, too. I mean, That's getting another star elemental. I wasn't expecting that, but it's definitely a good thing to have. But for right now, let's go ahead and swap someone out. So let's swap out Rumia for Rinnosuke. So as you see, we have 4 of the 5 pages filled. I'll tell you right now, we cannot get any of these characters until after we finish the main story. So there you go. Let's go ahead and pull out Rinnosuke. Now take a look at Rinnosuke's stamina. 2. So yeah, Rinnosuke's not good for sweeping or much of anything beyond boss fights. I'm gonna go ahead and level him up because I really don't know much about his stats. I'll go ahead and up his defense. I did mention there were 4 main tanks in this game, and Rinnosuke is the 4th tank. How to talk about Rinnosuke? I really don't know much about him. I didn't use him. I have yet to ever use him. I don't really care to use him. But Rinnosuke has a very unique feature with him that can make it very possible to one-turn a boss. With Yukari's help, of course. Anyway, as you can see, his stats are very high. I believe he has a very slow leveling rate. He has very low speed, very low stamina. But overall, he has above average for everything else, like Affliction, Resist, and Elemental Affinities. He has 5 spells. Scarlet Gold Sword. It's a piercing physical attack, pretty good. When it was used against us, it did 1 stamina point of damage. It doesn't really have any added effects in this game. It's just high piercing. World Shaking Military Rule is his composite attack. Wait, hold on a second. Is that right? No, I was wrong. Sorry. World Shaking Military Rule is a buff spell. This is a buff that he would have cast on his final phase, but I killed him too fast. It sets his stamina to 0, which means after the fight he'll have to leave. But it increases attack, defense, magic, and mind of the entire party by I think it by like 75%. It's like a really powerful buff. So you can use that and bam, you're already ready for beating up everything. The word for world is forest. It's a nature-based multi-target spell. I honestly don't know much about it. It's physical-based, I believe. Shining Stars of Tramare. It's a road target mystic effect. It uses both attack. It's a composite spell. It uses attack and magic. Start of Heavenly Demise is a multi-target non-elemental spell. It's also composite. This is the attack that I was really worried about, because that's what usually destroyed my party a lot of times, more often than not. But that's about it. Rinnosuke's pretty much designed to be a tank. Really, he's more specifically designed to be a boss tank, because he doesn't have any good stamina. What you do is you have him in front row, you have him cast World Shaking Military Rule, and then from there you go to town with the rest of your party. What you can do is you can do something like have Rinnosuke in the front row, Yukari in the in the first slot, and Yukari in the second slot, and then have 2 DPSers. And then cast World Shaking Military Rule, nuke twice, then cast that 1 spell that Yukari knows that resets everyone's ATV bar to full. Use Rinnosuke to switch in a character from Yukari, and then attack 3 more times. And there's some videos of it. I'm not going to do it myself because I'm not going to use Rinnosuke, but it's pretty funny to watch. Like, you could see some of the toughest bosses be killed in a round by using World Shaking Military Rule and Yukari's special support spell. But yeah, there you go. That's Rinnosuke. Lore-wise, he's just a shopkeeper. He really doesn't have any special powers. He's supposedly half yokai, but he's really weak. He's just practically just a normal shopkeeper, I guess what you can say. But in this game, he has special powers. Unfortunately, they're far weaker than they were now. So, whatever. Sorry, I'm completely in the wrong room. Let's swap out Rinnosuke for Rumia. Alright. So there you go. We have finished floor 18 entirely. And all we have left now is floor 19 and floor 20. Let me go ahead and save the game real quick. And let me just see if I can find the, just checking the map again. Yeah, we're good. Next floor. Just resetting my encounter rate. Okay, I remember some of this. There's actually a lot of checkpoints. Okay, go on here. I'm just trying to avoid the random encounters for right now. There it is. Next floor. Floor 20. But you notice that nothing seemed to happen. We didn't get any dialogue or anything. And you can probably see all the energy and stuff, so obviously this is the final floor for the main story. And the floor's name is called Labyrinth of Touhou. So there you go, got yourself a title drop right there. I'm not going to show the encounters here yet. These encounters here are very unique, and you don't want to mess with them. But let me see if I can get to the force field. This magic circle is broken. The collar sigil is keeping it sealed, it seems. So yeah, we can't go progress until we get the seals down. Okay, so yeah, we can't do anything there until we take care of the sigils here. There are four sigil bosses we have to kill on floor 19. There's also a bunch of good items and stuff to get here as well. I don't remember too much about the enemies here. I did have to farm here for a bit. Despite beating Rinnosuke, I had to farm on floor 19 in order to fight the enemies on floor 20. So there's a big jump in difficulty once you hit floor 20. The good news is, if you get to the point where you can fight the floor 20 monsters, it's the best grinding. It's one of the best grinding spots in the game. So sure, I'll probably be grinding up there once I'm able to. But for right now, I am the Depressed Hero, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou. We are on our way to finishing the main story. We have all the characters. We have almost all the items. And yeah, next time we'll continue with floor 19. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later.